Welcome back, friends, to TV5 News at 9. It's another edition. We love it. Ask the County. Joining us this morning is Saginaw County Treasurer Tim Novak. Thank you for being here. You're just coming from outside, so give us a rundown. Is it beautiful?
It is just absolutely gorgeous outside.
Great.
So perfect day to be out.
Yeah.
Maybe go for a walk, and even if you're inside at work, it's always
get out and get a little break.
Good wellness initiative. Tell your supervisor, your boss that your mental health will be far better if you had a little bit of a walk outside.
You heard it right here. That's a great idea. Okay, so today we are talking all about fun summer activities for the kids at the Castle Museum in Saginaw. So that's really the big dilemma during summertime. How to keep your kids engaged, especially the younger ones. So here's one way. The Castle Museum is hosting a story time for preschoolers. Tell us about that. That's awesome.
Yeah, so it's really cool. It's really geared towards maybe the 3 to 5 year olds, but siblings are always more than welcome to come along. It's the first and third Thursdays in July and August. It's at 10:30. It is free. They ask you register to attend, but not totally necessary. You can register when you get there. But just a neat thing, come on in the Castle Museum as part of your kind of maybe a morning out, and just to really, that reading is such an important thing for kids to do, and to find that interest and have fun.
Yeah.
And during the summer, you don't want learning and necessarily to be a task.
No.
It's more along the lines of what type of fun activities can we do while keeping our brains engaged and moving and working.
And Dr. Douglas is talking about that today, so our kids don't get that summer slump by
so
reading.
Tag team, look at that.
I love it, okay. So a big interest for kids right now, Tim, is, of course, this science, technology, engineering, and math, STEM activities.
Absolutely.
So does the Castle Museum, do they do anything like that?
Yeah, so they've got some activities coming up. There's 5 dates through July and August.
Okay.
And they're kind of random as far as the days of the week. But different topics from playful polymer, static electricity, log mark making, which I might sneak in on, right?
Neat.
IC and forces in motion. I mean, just activities, once again, to keep folks, the kids engaged. This is, elementary and middle school level. So you can, all your kids in those age groups would be more than welcome to come on out. Once again, it's free. It's at 12 o'clock noon. Just a nice activity to come on in. It's in partnership with Michigan Children's Museum's doing one segment, Michigan Learning Channel's doing some of the other ones. So in these partnerships, in this STEM initiative we have in our community to try to engage kids in those activities, in the science. And even if your kid's not into science and technology and all that stuff, don't let that stuff scare you away from these being activities that are fun. Because they wouldn't put these together if they were unfun.
No.
So.
And it's a fun way for kids to learn and not really know they're learning.
Yeah, that's the trick, right? That's the fun.
Exactly. So there's a lot of history to explore right here in Saginaw as well. So they have tours at the castle, is that right?
They do have tours.
Okay.
Yep.
So tell us about those.
So you can call and you can or you just stop in, and there's folks available to give you tours. There's just all different types of stuff to see there. And folks the best way is to get a tour, so that you can kind of, folks can explain to you maybe the importance. But you can read this stuff and you can read the different things, but the folks over there are so knowledgeable and make things even that much more interesting. It's probably the best way to see everything.
I love it. So how else can people learn about the history of Saginaw at the castle?
So there's one thing. So they've got the temporary exhibits all the time. So they're always rotating. So there's always a way, or always something to see when you're there.
Okay.
And they have one now. It's kind of a walking one outside where you can see what was like in the 200 block of South Jefferson, which those folks may remember. That's like the Jacobson's block, right? Wow. So they've got some outside panels out there with some QR informational type things. You can see what it looked like before and some history of it. Those are kind of neat. And then there's 2 exhibits where they're using pictures.
Okay.
The Goodrich brothers did some panoramic views that were like state of the art at the time, from 1910 to 1922, pictures of Saginaw. And then the other ones, postcards are always kind of a cool thing. Kids might not remember, but at one day in time we used to use postcards to communicate when we traveled. And there's some postcards of Saginaw blown up to kind of tell the picture story.
Oh, that's perfect. So jot that down in your calendars. Make sure you get in there on your to-do list. Go to the Castle Museum.
Yeah, so after you go to your little lesson, head on over and look at the pictures and some of the other exhibits that are there. It's,
love it.
I mean, it's a neat experience.
Sure. Any other messages or tips or things you want to let us know about for summer fun?
Well, it's the Independence Day is coming up, right?
Yes.
So look, just let the professionals handle the
Thank
fireworks
you.
stuff.
Thank you, Tim, for saying that.
Be safe.
Yes.
But enjoy. Our community's got a ton of different fireworks shows. enjoy it.
Yeah.
You know, call a friend up, head on out. It's really a great time to celebrate our country.
I like when you said make sure you let the professionals handle it, because we have vets and we have also pets in our area as well.
Yes.
So our heroes, we want to make sure we're mindful
Yeah, absolutely.
of their health and safety.
Yeah,
So.
and, you know, be mindful. Don't have to maybe save this stuff for the weekend.
There you go.
You know, testing them out tonight, tomorrow, and the next night is, you know, maybe you can just wait for the weekend.
Perfect. Tim, thank you so much for giving
You're
us
very
just
welcome.
a whole roundabout of
We did a lot
wonderful things.
today.
I love it. Okay, that's how you do it. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. And if you have any questions that you'd like to ask the county, ask Tim, just send them to WNEM@WNEM.com. Don't go anywhere. Matthew has more on when our grass is going to be able to say thank you to the rain. We'll be right back.